Hey everybody, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
I am Commodore Conklin, and we want to welcome you back to Starfleet Command, circa 2499, the Picard show era.
That's right, and there's a galaxy of things we could talk about. There's so many things in Star Trek, so many things in this trailer.
It's brand new. We have to talk about it all, Stuart, all of it.
That's right, but we're going to focus that down to one pinpoint thing in that galaxy of things. And that pinpoint thing would be a Galaxy-class ship. Or a hologram, which, glad to see. I was really happy to see that. So
a surprise cameo. Yeah, what did you think when you first saw this pop up on screen for those few seconds?
I thought, I called that. We called that. Saying that there would be something there that would reference the Enterprise D or E. And who knows? Maybe it changes. Maybe it's as it's rotating, it changes to the E, it changes
to the NX, to the Connie. I mean, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Just in the background, there's grabbing each one.
Yeah. So I was actually really excited to see that. It's probably the only Galaxy class we're going to get, guys. So don't get your hopes up for seeing some out in space. You never know, though. It might happen.
Hey, Stuart, we saw a TOS Romulan ship. So we might see a refit. I'm just saying we would never have said we would see that in a million years. So exactly. we at this point cannot call what we're going to see or not see. I mean, I've said for a while that they're going the ship they've got, the hero ship, is a weird looking ship, but they're going to have some sort of Federation ship to counterbalance some cool new design or a refit of an old design to kind of be the look, there's the law, and we're running away from them. But yeah, this is about the galaxy, of course. I mean, what a simple thing. They obviously went to practical locations, so it's kind of like this is the architecture of just this place, and so having these tech things is really important. And yeah, I mean, how would you rate this Galaxy class? I mean, does it look like a Galaxy class? Is there any mistakes? What would you say?
I didn't get much of a look at it in the trailer, but looking at this still, I mean, I don't see any mistake. I'm sure there's probably a few, maybe. I don't know. I don't see anything. There's a wrong number of windows. And the render obviously wasn't complete because I can see through it, so it's fairly obvious the ship isn't, actually there. Yeah,
there's no glow pass on the facades. Yeah.
No, it looks pretty good. I don't really know if there's anything wrong with it.
And it's something learned from trailer 1. It's like use the canon.
Yeah, it's there.
Just
easy.
And especially since you own it all, just. There you go. Why wouldn't you? I mean, in TNG they put a Connie on a desk, just in one scene. Wasn't an important part of the scene, but it was there because they can. But Stuart, we are ship guys, and people ask why are you looking at it. Well, the next picture is my replicate angle with the ILM but converted for Voyager model of the Enterprise D, which was a simple 3D model, but holds up really well because it was actually textured based on for the time, high-res pictures of the filming miniature, because ILM made it for Generations. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to know which shots in Generations are the miniature, that aren't the miniature, I should say, that are VFX. I didn't realise until much later. So it's a beautiful-looking model of the D. It helps that the 6-foot model is very smooth, so therefore it being smooth works, whereas a 4-foot, things are sticky uppy to give more scale. Now, you obviously saw the fade between them, but this next picture is a direct comparison. And I am pleased to say that they're very, 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 very close / identical. It's excellent. Well, I mean, it isn't rocket science. It'd be hard to get the Enterprise D wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got plenty of 3D models to use from the different games, the licensed games. CBS can call on a lot, or just make their own in a couple of days. That texturing is not that difficult to mesh. But yeah, I was incredibly impressed. It is extremely good, even down to where the escape pods are, and it is a faithfully recreated Enterprise D, or Galaxy class, we should say.
I do have to say, though, I spotted something right away. It's a little bit different, and that's the 2 shuttle bays on the neck. On the hologram, they're both the same size. On the other one, there's a smaller one and a larger one.
And also the neckline goes right down to where the phaser strips are on the hologram, but they don't in the actual real version.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they obviously cloned. They built, as often you do in 3D, you build half the model and you clone it. The Enterprise D is not symmetrical in the exact same way. I think also again, it's hard to see. I think the bridge dome is symmetrical, even though it's not in the actual model.
Yeah, you can't really tell in that one shot.
But I think it's just a. I mean, of all the things, that's not the worst thing in the world to do, to clone it around.
Exactly. But other than that, yeah, it looks fantastic. There's a lot of little details on this that match up exactly with the hologram. So that's just, nobody's going to notice that. Not even the ship guys.
But speaking of things you didn't notice, jump to the next picture for a second. This is what we've been given for the last couple of years, and this is the closest we've ever got. This is the, you see an Enterprise D and it should look like Enterprise D, and this is what we got in Discovery, which was obviously different art team, different production style. You can see how, yes, it might feel the same, but actually completely different ships, even though it's the same ship. So that's what we were treated to in Discovery. Clearly not the same. And then you cut back to the other shot. Look how identical and caring about it is. Just refreshing to see the correct way of doing things. And
they could have made tweaks and changes to say, hey, look what we did. But I'm glad they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
that said, I'll be happy to see a Galaxy class refit. In it, please do.
Ooh, an upgraded one. That'd be cool.
Well, the one thing to note that actually, I think Jill actually said on the live stream, this has no registry.
Yeah.
But if you look behind the shuttle bay main door, there looks to be actually text that says Enterprise D.
It does. It says 1701D.
Yep.
Yep.
So they took a
You're
model,
absolutely right.
took a model of Enterprise D from somewhere, and then stripped off the whole text string, but forgot the little text behind the shuttle bay.
I do hope you zoom in for people on that because, you can see it's 1701D.
Yep.
I noticed there was no registry also, which could just be, it's just a display in Starfleet headquarters, right? So it could just be different Federation ships throughout history or whatever, not necessarily the Enterprise. So, that's fine, but
they just didn't quite clean the model before they used it. It's really small, but that shows how much we can look at these the models. I just find that kind of funny.
Again, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to notice that.
Yeah,
nobody's going to notice that. It's fine. Just let it go through. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a 98% correct version. I'm a-okay with that. It's just enough for me.
Oh yeah. No, I was excited to see it. I remember when we first got the first trailer, and we did our live. People were saying, "Do you think we're going to see Enterprise D or a Sovereign class in the show somewhere?" And I'm like, probably at most you'll see it when Picard visits Starfleet headquarters. You're going to see like a picture of it on a wall. I said, or maybe a hologram of it. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, that's exactly what we wanted. So I gotta say, I called it. I just gotta say that. Sorry, I never get to. I don't say I never get to say that. I rarely get to say that.
Or like maybe, or like a wall of pictures. Maybe they take the Eaglemoss XLs and spray paint them gold and make them the, that sort of thing. Or just paintings of them.
Or maybe it's an interactive thing. Like while Picard's waiting to
Yep.
go to the desk, there's like different ones, and you can touch whichever one you want, and it materializes above you. That'd be cool. Just saying. You can see the other ones kind of there displayed on the panel or whatever. He taps the Enterprise D, and just while he's waiting, takes a look up, and then gets his name called or whatever.
The famous Captain Picard is like, "That's me, everyone. Hello, I'm back." It's one of the things that fan service, I think, is it's getting more of a dodgy word these days, because there's throwing in things for the sake. But if they're in context, you go into Starfleet headquarters. Already in several places of Trek, they have. You have paintings, you have memorials, you have celebrations of the past.
Models.
Yeah. So saying there's on the ceiling there's holographic replicate that just change every 5 minutes of different ships. They've had hundreds of designs throughout the hundreds of years, just as some decoration. It's not even a stretch at all. So yeah, and he just happens to walk in. It turns from the Excelsior to the D, and he looks up and is like, and he walks towards the guy. That's it. There you go. And before he leaves, it goes into the E, a nod to the audience, then it cuts camera. It adds something. It tells us it's canon prime, all that jazz, and it's fan service in a very, very functional way that adds to the world.
I do love the idea of the rotating hologram too. I've been playing a lot of Bridge Crew lately, and when you go into the lobby, you got the ships that you can pick, and they rotate above you, and this is one of them. So it's not unprecedented. So it's really cool.
So a win. Just want to give him credit.
Yeah.
And just because you expect on Trekyards, we look at ships, and there's a nice, fun side-by-side render showing you how actually accurate it really is.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this discussion. If you have anything else to add about this hologram, let us know. I just noticed that the rear shuttle bay on the main saucer section looks a little different, the door, but that's okay. Moving on. There are a few things you might notice. It's like a spot the difference picture. Find the 10 things that are different in these two pictures. So let us know down below what you think about that. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification icon. We're going to be doing a lot of breakdown videos of all the stuff that came out of New York Comic Con and a lot of great lives talking about it. So if you want to get your voice heard, join those lives as well. But best way is to click notification and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the content. So go do that. Do it now.
And if you can, please do go straight to our Patreon, take a look, and support us with what we do. We make videos every single week. We have for 5 years now. Wow, what a journey. And as new things come out, we do lots of more videos. As you can see from our Discovery coverage, our Picard coverage, we really go all out to give you interesting little insights with side-by-sides and new renders to show you, things you see nowhere else. So if you want to support what we do and to help us do more, please do if you can.
That's right. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Coggins. Bye, guys.
See you.